Hello there, and welcome to today's episode of Marketing Insights Live. Today we're talking about testimonials, client testimonials, why you need them, how to collect them, and how to use them so that you can attract more and better clients. Now, when I was getting started with my freelance copywriting business in 2008, one of the first things that my mastermind group told me to do was to put up a website and to make sure that I had a testimonials page. And this mastermind group of mine was a group of very smart ladies, and a lot of them have been successful with their online businesses. So definitely I listened to what they said, but it's not as easy as it sounds to collect and use testimonials. And so I have to admit that even I have not been using testimonials to the best, I have not been maximizing testimonials until recently, when I discovered a tool that made it a lot easier for me to collect and use them. So I'm going to share all those different things with you today. And so I hope that you join me in the next few minutes. Now, before we proceed with the actual content of today's presentation, just a few reminders. Make sure your audio is on. Click on the audio button or the audio icon in the corner of this video to make sure that you get the best experience out of this training. Get a pen and paper so you can take notes, because you'll want to actually act on anything new that you will learn today. And can we have an agreement? If you find this video training useful, please do share it with your contacts on Facebook and on your other social media platforms. And finally, if you have a question at any point throughout this presentation, please post them in the comments. If you're watching this live, I will respond to all the questions at the end of my presentation. But even if you're watching the recording, go ahead and type your questions in the comments, because I always go back and respond to them. All right, so if you're watching this live, who's out there? Say hi in the comments, because that is the only way I know who's actually watching, okay? So make sure you say hi in the comments, and even let me know where are you watching from. So in case you are joining me, seeing me for the first time, I am Lexi Rodrigo. I am a digital content manager, blog editor, and freelance copywriter and marketing consultant. And I go live every week, every Wednesday at 11 a.m. to share what I have learned and discovered with you. And I hope that you will be able to take even just one actionable insight from each training that I provide. So let's get started. Why testimonials? A lot of you would think that, okay, testimonials are important for social proof. So what do we mean by social proof, in case you're not yet familiar with this concept? So social proof is just proof that other people agree with what you're saying. So in the realm of marketing, we tend to say, oh, our product, our services are good, and that we promise to deliver some kind of transformation to our clients and our customers, correct? Now, this is expected, right? If you're promoting something that you provide, whether it's a product or service, and of course you're going to say good things about it. And because of that, if it comes from us, then it's not very convincing as if it comes from somebody else. And someone who has used that product or service. And this is why reviews are so popular, right? When you're thinking of buying a certain product, what do? You Google the product. You look at all of, the product features, the specifications. How does it work? You probably watch YouTube videos of how does this product work? And then you look at reviews. You go on Amazon. If the product is being sold on Amazon, you go on Amazon, you read through all the reviews, you look at the glowing reviews, you look at the negative reviews, and then you try to make a decision based on all those things. Now, I've been working with a client who has been wanting to do more video. And one of the first things she asked me was, well, which lighting system should I buy? And to make her choice, she did all those things. She Googled different lighting systems. She read the reviews on Amazon. She watched all the YouTube videos. How do you set it up? How do you use it? Because I told her, well, it depends. How much time and energy do you want to exert setting up your lighting system, and how much time do you want to spend, breaking it down, putting it away? Or do you even want to put it away every time you're done recording a video or doing a live video stream? Do you need to put it away, or do you have the space to keep your lighting system up there? So she watched all the YouTube videos to see how easy it is to set up, how easy it is to put away, how easy it is to use. And she spent days doing all this research, right? Until she finally made a decision. So my point being that it's the same thing with you, whether you're a coach, a consultant, a freelance service provider. Your prospective clients are going to check you out, and they're going to look for social proof that you deliver what you promise you will deliver. And testimonials are the best form of social proof for those of us who are freelancers, coaches, or consultants. So that's one reason why you want to use testimonials. But there's another reason, and not a lot of people point this out. Beyond the social proof, you really want to get testimonials for yourself. Because especially when you're getting started, or any time that you're moving outside of your comfort zone, let's say you're offering something new, you want to expand your services and you want to try to offer something new. And this is what's called the imposter syndrome, where you feel like an imposter. You feel like a fraud, right? When you're just starting out and you start thinking, who am I anyway? Who am I to go out there and offer ABC, right? But when you have testimonials, then they will help you to overcome the imposter syndrome, because testimonials are your personal proof that you have been able to deliver on your promises with your previous customers and clients. So testimonials are very important for marketing, yes, but also for you, for your own confidence in putting yourself out there, making promises, and knowing that you can deliver on these promises. So again, if you have any questions, type them in the comments. I just want to say hello to Raymond Mitchell. Hi, Raymond. Raymond says hello from NC, North Carolina, I'm assuming. Hi, Raymond. And Raymond is also saying, great point about testimonials erasing imposter syndrome. Yes, that is very, very important for your own sake, okay? And some people say if you're not confident in yourself and in your abilities, to fake it until you make it, or to do all these positive affirmations. And if that works for you, then go ahead and do it. I'm not inclined to use either of those. I don't like faking anything to begin with. I believe in being authentic. And affirmations, if I don't believe in the affirmation, then it's not going to work, right? If I don't believe that I'm good, I am an effective coach or consultant, then it's not going to work. So I think basing your confidence on something that is real, on real results, on real work that you've done is much more effective, because your mind can't sabotage that, because it's right there, right? Your clients have said that you helped them, so your subconscious can't sabotage that. All right, so a very common question that I receive is, what if I'm new, right? If I'm new, I'm just getting started, then how do I even have testimonials to display? And first of all, I hear you, because I started out as a brand new freelance copywriter, never having had a client, a copywriting client before. So if you're new, then get testimonials from people that you've worked with or who've worked with you and who are familiar with your abilities. And it doesn't have to be, the testimonials in the beginning don't have to be directly relevant to the service or product that you are providing. They can be about, your other skills or other services that you've provided before. So for example, if you're just graduating from university, get testimonials from your university professors and teachers, people who are familiar with your capabilities. And if you've been doing volunteer work, then absolutely get testimonials from the people you've worked with when you're out volunteering. And get testimonials if you've been working for any amount of time. Get testimonials from your previous bosses and supervisors. Of course, I'm assuming that the people that you've been working with and you've been working for have been happy with your performance. So you only approach the people that you know will give you a positive testimonial. But even if they don't, you don't have to display, negative feedback, of course, but you can still use the negative feedback, right, to improve your performance moving forward. So let's see, teachers, employers, volunteer work. Okay, here's another question that I get. Should I provide a free service or discount my rates in exchange for a testimonial? Now, I know a lot of freelancers do this when they're starting out. I never did it, and I don't recommend it. First of all, you're skewing the person's testimonial, right? If you say, hey, I'll do this for you for free, and all that I ask for in return is that you give me a testimonial, then I feel like they're being pressured to saying something nice about you, even if, what if it's not genuine, right? So I think I would rather that you just go out there and, start selling your services and start getting clients and asking for testimonials that way. And even if you did decide to give your services for free or at a discounted rate in exchange for testimonials, make it very clear that you only want the testimonials if they are genuinely happy with your services or your products. Okay? So those are some of the ways that you can start getting testimonials when you're new. And of course, if you're not new anymore, you're an established service provider or business, then the thing is to make it systematic, to make the collection of testimonials systematic. Make sure that you always ask your clients and customers for feedback and testimonials. Now, I've done this, for example, as a buyer on Amazon. I buy a lot of things from Amazon, and I've noticed that vendors outside of Amazon who sell on Amazon, some of them they have the system wherein shortly after I order, they check and they send me an email asking if I received the item, and then shortly after that they send me a follow-up email asking me to post a review on Amazon. And I think that's a very good practice that a lot of us actually forget to do. And especially when it's the transaction is not, when you can't automate it, as in the case of, for your freelance clients, for example. It's hard to automate, and you just really have to remind yourself to always ask for feedback or testimonials when you complete the project. All right, and later on, I'm going to show you my own system, like the templates and the tools that I use for all this, okay? So as for testimonials, and secondly, make it easy for them to give you their testimonials. I have had clients tell me, can you draft the testimonial for me? And then they will just sign off on it. So that's one way to do it. But, don't preempt them. Like, only do that if they ask you to do it. Another way to make it easier for them is to give them a few guide questions. So then they don't have to rack their brains trying to come up with a testimonial for you. Give them like 3 guide questions, and then that'll make it a lot easier for them. Another way that you can make it easy for them is, let's see, I'm forgetting something. Like, one thing that I do is I send them to a page where they can submit their testimonial. That way it's not a back and forth. Oh, okay. So I remembered now. So with my coaching consulting clients, we have a call either on Skype or on Zoom that I record. So what I do is, oftentimes as we're ending the session, they will say something like, oh, I really loved this session, or I asked them what they got out of it. So, and I am able to record that. So oftentimes I take those exact words that they said and add it to the testimonial that they give me, because I found that when I do ask for a testimonial, it's not as, what is the word? It's not as spontaneous as what they say during our call. And so I like to add in those spontaneous comments that they gave me during the call, because it just makes a testimonial sound and read so much better. All right, so if you're already in business, remember, always ask for testimonials and make it easy for your clients to give you testimonials. So what are some of the best practices when it comes to testimonials? As you've noticed, like, a lot of online businesses, they post testimonials, but some are better than others. For example, quantity helps. You can never have too many testimonials, so don't limit yourself. Don't say, oh, people are not going to read so many testimonials. Trust me, they will, and they do. If they're interested in your offer and they are checking you out, they will go through those testimonials. So first of all, keep going for more testimonials. And it's one thing that I've learned in my workplace, Mirasi, where I work. For one of our products, the Course Builders Laboratory, we have a wall of testimonials. And in our last launch, we posted, I think, something like 70 testimonials, 70 plus testimonials. And now we're probably close to 100. So just keep going for more. But of course, quality counts as well. So you want the testimonial to be as specific as possible, as detailed as possible. You want the testimonial to talk about results. So a testimonial of a client saying, for example, oh, Raymond was great, amazing to work with. That's good, but Raymond, I don't know, what kind of service do you provide? Are you a writer? So let's say Raymond is a copywriter, for example. A testimonial that says Raymond is a great, terrific, amazing writer is good. But a testimonial that says Raymond wrote a sales page for me and it converted at 35%. Web design, okay. So for example, a client will say, Raymond's designs are amazing, they're great, they're fantastic. that's good. But a better testimonial is when, let's say a client says, well, our sales page was converting at 8%. When we had Raymond redesign the sales page, it converted at 35%. That is better. That's even better because it was very specific as to what Raymond did and what results the client got from that. Okay, so detailed, specific. Also, as much as possible, ask for permission to use your client's full name and their image or their photograph, as well as the name of your business. This just, gives your testimonials credibility and believability because, online, it's so easy to fake things. If there's no name, if there's no face, who knows? You could have just faked everything, right? And gotten a few stock photos or photos of people you don't even know who never used your product or service. Now, of course, you have to be sensitive. It really depends on the service or the product that you provide. If you are in a field where privacy is more important and you need to protect your client's privacy, then of course don't show their faces and don't show their full names, but do get permission to at least use maybe at least their first names and the city where they live or their initials. Okay, so whatever you can do to make the testimonials credible and believable, then do that. All right, so how do you use testimonials? I mentioned earlier, of course, on your website, you should have a testimonials page on your website. I also put the testimonials on my homepage, and I forget where else. It's probably on my contacts or my about page as well. Of course, on your sales page or the landing page for your product, have testimonials there that are specific to the product. Even if you're giving away something for free. So the landing page or registration page, for example, for a webinar, you can, if it's a webinar that you've been giving, you can add testimonials from people who've attended the webinar before or any of your previous webinars. For example, another is like I have a Twitter landing page and I have testimonials there of tweets, tweets of people saying nice things about me. So it tells people why they should follow me. Okay, so those are other examples. And of course, emails. When you're sending emails or your follow-up emails, if you have an email funnel where, somewhere down the line you start pitching your product or service, feel free to quote one of your best testimonials in those emails. So those are just some of the ways that you can use testimonials. And in a webinar as well, right? I also, in videos, I have this, I use a lot of YouTube videos, workout videos to exercise at home. And one of them, some of them, they show before and after pictures of their clients that have gotten results from following their workouts. So that's a different way. That's a different form of testimonial, those before and after pictures. So you can even use testimonials on your videos. So there's a lot of ways to use testimonials. As long as you have them, use them everywhere. All right, so now I want to share with you some tools that I use for collecting and using testimonials. So first of all, I have a template that I send, a template email that I send to clients when I want to ask them for their testimonials. And then secondly, I use a WordPress plugin to collect testimonials from my website. And I use that same plugin along with another plugin, a page builder, in order to display the testimonials in a really professional looking way on my website, without me spending a lot of time with graphic design software or without having to hire a graphic designer. And so, okay, let me show you how this works. All right, you should see my Google Doc. This is my email template that I send. So the subject line is, would you do me a favor? So I say, I have a favor to ask of you. Now I like to change this up a little bit depending on what I've been doing with my clients. So for example, I might say, hi, so-and-so, I'm happy that you found our last strategy call useful. And then I say, I have a favor to ask of you. Would you take 2 minutes to give me your opinion of my services? It helps potential clients feel comfortable hiring me when they see that others have had positive experiences working with me. All you have to do is answer 3 quick questions on this page. And I look forward to learning what you like about my service, but I also welcome any suggestions or criticisms too. Now, what I've found, and then thank you in advance, what I've found is that none of them give criticisms, even if I actually ask for it. So let's break this down a little bit. So I'm framing this as a favor that I'm asking for them. It's not an obligation, right? And then would you take 2 minutes? So what I'm saying here is this is something really quick and easy that they can do. They're not going to take 10, 15 minutes thinking of what feedback to give me. And then I give a reason. It helps potential clients to feel comfortable hiring me. So I give them a reason why I need this feedback. And then what do they have to do? All they have to do is go to this page and answer 3 quick questions. So again, I'm emphasizing how easy it is, right? And then I look forward to learning with you, blah, blah, but I also welcome even negative feedback is welcome. And then I say thank you in advance. And this is actually very important because there is actually a study about, what do you call this part of the letter? How you close your letter, whether you say yours truly, sincerely yours, or just thank you. They compared, and thank you in advance tended to get better response. So use thank you in advance in your email. The closing. Thank you, Raymond. So if you can find it, there was a study that tested different ways of closing your email, and they found that thank you in advance performed the best. So then when they click on this link, what they see is my feedback collection page that I created using a tool called Thrive Ovation. So that's the link up there that you're seeing, alexisrodrigo.com/ovation. And I'm going to show it to you later on, so don't go there yet. So this is my testimonial collection page. I asked for their full name. Okay, take note, I asked for their full name, their email address, their position and company name, and the URL of their website. There's also a place here for them to upload their picture. And then the 3 questions. So what was your biggest struggle that motivated you to hire Lexi? In other words, why did you hire me? What was your favorite part of working with Lexi and why? And then if you were to recommend Lexi to other entrepreneurs or marketers, what would you say? And then below the submit button, I have a little bit of text there saying, by submitting your feedback, you're giving me permission to quote you on my website and other marketing materials. Thank you. All right, so they hit submit, and after they hit submit, I have a small thank you message that pops up as well. Now, when they hit submit, where that shows up is I go to my Word. First of all, I get a notification by email telling me that somebody has submitted a form, right? So then I go to my Thrive Ovation dashboard. Sorry, I had to move that. And I see the submissions here. Now, I also use this plugin for my contact form, which is why you see other things here. But this is what it looks like. So when they submit, it looks like this. And then so when it's first submitted, it says awaiting review. Okay, it's not displayed right away on my site. So then I go in here and I look at what they've submitted, and then I might want to edit it a little bit, or just, I might want to bold some things, and I can do that, right? And then say I want to emphasize certain things. And then I also add tags. So the tags are to help me and the plugin later on. I tag these testimonials based on the type of service that I provided my client. Is it coaching? Has it something to do with content strategy? Is it video? Is this a VIP client? So then I update. Okay, so the tags are helpful later on, because I might want to display specific, testimonials that are just about a specific service that I provide. So in that case, when I'm displaying the testimonials on my website, I can choose to display only testimonials about my coaching, for example, or only testimonials that have to do with video, or with blogging, or copywriting, and so on. So now, what does it look like on my website? And I should have had this page ready for you guys earlier. So this is a testimonials page that I created, again, using that tool, Thrive Ovation, as well as Thrive Architect. Thrive Architect is the page builder that I use to create all the pages and blog posts on my site. So let me just show you what that looks like behind the scenes. Okay, and of course, when you share your screen, it always goes slower than normal. That's just the way it is. Let's see if I can close some of these things. So it's taking forever. It doesn't normally take this long. Don't worry, when I'm working on my site. It's just that I am streaming and sharing it with you guys. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is my page in edit mode and Thrive Architect. So this is my display testimonials, and I can change things like the colors. I can change, first of all, the template of the testimonials. So I can choose to have that show up as a grid, as single testimonials, as slider. If you go to my home page, I have my testimonials displaying there as a slider. Okay, or as you can have no image. There's so many different ways, like small testimonial, small grid, small list, and as you can see, the template that I chose was the small 9 list. So that's what you can see here. All right, and then I can change the display settings. So by display settings, these are the actual testimonials that are being displayed. I can use tags, if you remember the tags that I used earlier, to choose or display only testimonials about copywriting, for example, or only testimonials from my VIP clients, or only testimonials that have to do with video, and so on. Or I could create static content of selected testimonials. Okay, so that's what display settings means. And then I chose a template earlier, but I can change like the color of the different elements of that template to make it look cohesive with the rest of my website. So then, save that, and then exit, and we can go back to the page. Right, so this is what it looks like, and it just like right now it is displaying things at random, so that people who go on this page, every time they go, the order will be different. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is Thrive Ovation and Thrive Architect. If you go to alexisrodrigo.com/ovation, you will see the sales page of this plugin. So, and by the way, that is a partner link. That is my affiliate link for Thrive Ovation. I am so happy with Thrive themes and plugins that I practically forced them to make me an affiliate because their affiliate program is actually closed. But I convinced them to accept me as an affiliate, and I've been happily promoting Thrive themes and plugins everywhere. So this is the sales page for Thrive Ovation. Now, all these are examples of ways that Thrive Ovation can display your testimonials. Now, here it's, okay, let's see. All-in-one testimonial plugin, set it and forget it. And there are different ways that you can collect testimonials with one click. So you don't even have to copy and paste like you saw. I didn't have to copy and paste testimonials. When my client submits their feedback on my form, I get it in WordPress. I can edit it a little bit or do some kind of formatting, and then it just automatically displays where I want it to, right? Let's see, where's K? So this is what case. So did you see how I bolded these phrases? And right now, automatically, that styling is showing up on my testimonials page. So that's how easy it is. But there are other ways that you can collect testimonials that I have not tried before. For example, you can grab testimonials from social media, Facebook and Twitter specifically, just by pasting the URL of that particular comment into Thrive Ovation. Then it will grab that comment. Now, unfortunately, I've been having a problem with the Facebook API, so I was trying to do this last night so I could show you, but things with Facebook have been very difficult lately because of privacy issues with Facebook, and so my API integration between my Thrive plugins and Facebook hasn't been working, and I haven't had the time to figure it out. But as long as you can get that working, then yes, Thrive Ovation can grab testimonials or comments from Facebook and Twitter. And this is what I showed you, wherein I have a collection page on my website, and just basically almost automate it like that. Okay, and there are also different ways that you can display your testimonial. So the way that I have been doing it, as I showed you, was using Thrive Architect along with Thrive Ovation. But if you don't have Thrive Architect, Thrive Ovation will also give you a short code that you can paste into your WordPress page or post. Okay, so these are displaying dazzling testimonials wherever you want, and dynamically updated testimonials. So for example, every time I have additional testimonials that I say are ready for for display over here, if I say ready for display, then automatically this testimonial will be included on this page. So there's no back and forth. As soon as I approve a testimonial, and then again, based on tags, the testimonials get automatically displayed like that. And then you saw the templates. There's so many templates to choose from, whether you want it to appear as a grid or as a slider. So let me just show you. So this is the list, right? And let me show you what it looks like on my... So I erased too much. I'm sorry, I can't see that part. On my home page, this is what's known as a slider. They have to slide like this. Okay, that's a slider. Let's see, where else do I have? I think on my services page, I have another. Okay, so this is a slider as well. On my services page. Do I have anything else? Do I have any on my contact page? I don't even remember. Nope. On my about page. Maybe. Yes. So this is the grid. What you're seeing here is the grid format. I used a grid template, and that's what it looks like on the page. And what I've done is I've taken a screenshot. I've taken screenshots of specific testimonials and pasted them on things like slides for my webinars. And that's another way that I've been using this, because they look so nice, right? They look so nice. And if I was to try to lay it out like this myself, it would take me a long time. So this is just a really easy way for me, is just to do a screen grab of the testimonial and paste it on slides for my webinars. So let's see if I can find my scenes again. All right. So any questions so far about what you've seen? Can you, if you have any questions, can you please type them in the comments? Or have I done a good job of anticipating your questions? So again, if you're watching this live, say hello, please, on the comments so I know you're there. That is really the only way I know who's watching live. Let me see if I can see it. If I go on my Facebook. Let's see. Guys, any questions? Raymond? Questions. All right, we have a question over here. What are your thoughts about prioritizing Google reviews over website or Facebook reviews? Oh, that's an excellent question. So I like off the top of my head, and I haven't really thought about this, but off the top of my head, I would say it really depends on how you get clients. If the primary way that clients find you and check you out is through Google reviews or Facebook reviews, then then make that your priority. But I have a bias for your website, because that is something that you completely own and control. So what I would do is, like, I don't at all pay any attention to Google or Facebook reviews, and I wonder if I should. But here's the thing. get reviews on your website first, right? And then ask permission to use those reviews on Facebook or Google. Now, of course, you can't just paste them. It really depends. How important do you think it is? If most people are finding you on Facebook, on your Facebook page, and you think that, you know, they're making decisions about hiring you from your Facebook page or your Google page, then make that your priority. But don't neglect getting reviews on your website. Now, what I don't know is, can you embed Google reviews on a web page, like on WordPress? Because that might be possible. Okay. Is that possible? Can people... Okay, can you embed? Okay, Raymond is saying it's hard. Yeah, so my answer would be, really, it depends on how people find you and how people make the decision to hire you. Now, you might need to do some research into this. Like, ask your clients how they found you. I do this all the time. I ask them, when they ask about hiring me, about my services and my fees, one of the first things that I ask them is, hey, how did you find me? How did you discover me? So a lot of times it will be from another website, blah, blah, blah. And then I know that they've been reading the testimonials on my website, because a number of them have said, I read the testimonials on your site and I thought they were very good. So I know that was part of the reason why they considered hiring me. I do have a Facebook page, and I do have a Google Place. Is it a Google Places page? I forget what you call it. But again, I don't really make that a priority. Now, Raymond has a follow-up here saying Google uses your reviews as a ranking signal. Yes, that is true. I don't count so much on organic traffic. That is, I do, but for copywriting clients, I don't count on Google to find me clients. It's more of, the articles that are right on different websites, guest posts, paid guest posts, people that recommendations, referrals, word of mouth referrals. I count on those things more for clients to find me, not so much Google. So if you rely on Google for finding clients, then Google reviews would be important for you. All right. So any other questions? Type them in the comments. Even if you're watching a recording of this video, type your questions in the comments, because I will go back and reply to those questions. So if you are interested in the tool that I'm using to collect testimonials very easily and to display them in different ways, as a grid, as a slider, as a list on the different pages on my website, and I'm doing it without any programming whatsoever, without doing any graphic design, then go to alexisrodrigo.com/ovation to check out Thrive Ovation plugin that I use. And the other plugin is Thrive. Okay, let me add that. Thrive Architect. And the link to that is, now let's, alexisrodrigo.com/architect. That is the page builder that I use for every page and even blog post on my website. Now, disclosure, these are my affiliate links for the Thrive plugins, because I use them, I love them, and I highly, highly recommend them. So do check that out. I hope you have found this presentation useful. Again, for any questions, post them in the comments. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for your time and attention. Do let me know in your comments what you've learned from this training, what your aha moment was, and if you found this useful, share this video with your family and friends. Okay, deal? Thank you, and join me again on Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, for another episode of Marketing Insights Live. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day and your week.